team? I coach nutrition. Guys, one of our awesome rockstar clients, Amy, asked for this, and so I went ahead and put together this video. It's basically gonna be what my kind of mobility routine is. I always kind of talk about, trying to incorporate essentially like 1 day a week where you're doing like a full body mobility day, right? And so what this would look like is essentially taking something like this here. So this would be, this is from Kelly Starrett, but you can just use a lacrosse ball or a tennis ball, but something the size of that. And then this is another, it's called the Supernova from Kelly Starrett, but again, you could just use like a softball for this, and then a foam roller, okay? And so basically incorporating these three here and working from your feet all the way up your body, into your calves, your quads, into your hamstrings, into your glutes, right? Into your psoas, your chest, your delts, your lats, your traps there, thoracic part of your back, so upper back, lower back. But essentially, and I'm not perfect with this. I definitely have done it less since I stopped competing in sports. But this is something that I try to incorporate once a week. It should probably take about an hour. So doing it like on a Sunday, kind of as like a full body recovery day going into your week, just kind of, it makes you feel refreshed. It makes you feel ready to take on your week. And it's great for injury prevention, obviously. I think a lot of us neglect doing the stretching, the mobility, the foam rolling, this type of work. But it's just as important, it's the restorative work. It's how we replenish. And it's part of the recovery, just like sleep is, just like your nutrition is, your hydration is. It's all part of the recovery process here. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take you through my weekly kind of full body mobility routine there. Obviously for the purpose of this video, I'm gonna kind of expedite it, but it should take about an hour. And I typically spend about 2 or 3 minutes or so on each position, working into each muscle. And kind of working through those different manipulations there. So if you have any questions, drop them below this video here, let me know in the comments. And as always, if y'all have any ideas or any content that you'd like me to create, just let me know, shoot me a DM. Let me know in the comments or shoot me a DM on Instagram at Coach Justin Murphy. All right guys, without further ado, let's get into it. take the small ball, so this is like the lacrosse ball or the tennis ball, and you're going right underneath your foot with it. Now, if you look at your foot, all right, basically what we're trying to do here is we're trying to work on the inside, right? A little crevice there, across, on the outside, and then the inside, or on that bottom layer there. So basically we're just going all the way outside the foot. I mean, really the easy way to think about it is just try to hit that whole entire foot. And then once you hit the whole foot, then you can go into where you're actually putting the ball here and you're trying to grip the ball with your toes, okay? So basically we're gonna spend about 2 or 3 minutes on the left foot, and then we'll spend about 2 to 3 minutes on the right foot. All right guys, next one, we're gonna take the Supernova here, or this would be the softball, and we're gonna do the calves, okay? So when we work into the calf, basically what we're working into here is this section right here, okay? So that bottom part of the calf here, okay? It's basically right where that soleus goes underneath that gastroc, so right there, so in the middle, and then the outside and then the inside, okay? So what we're gonna do here is we're literally just taking the Supernova, or that softball there, you're gonna set it underneath that calf, right, in the position that I showed you. And then from there, you're gonna be here in this position, you're gonna take the leg over the top to add some extra weight. And then you're literally just working through that calf, so you can go forward and back, side to side, you can kind of do circles there. But you're gonna work in the middle part of that calf. Once you've spent about a minute or so, you're gonna take that bottom foot and you're gonna start to lift it up, okay? Dorsiflexing that foot back, and then plantar flexing it forward. Just nice and slow, all the way back as much as you can go, all the way forward as much as you can go. Do about 10 of those or so, and then from there, slightly rotate into the inside of that calf. Okay, so now I'm in the inner calf, and same thing, okay? We're gonna massage it. We'll work for about a minute or so massaging, and then we'll go through 10 of these kind of dorsiflex and plantar flex position there, and then same thing on the outside as well. All right, so I won't do them all out here in the video, but just so that you can see a few of them out. All right, so we'll do that both sides. Should be about 2 to 3 minutes on each calf. All right, so next up we're going to the quads. So we want to try to hit, just like the calves, I want to try to hit the quads in the middle and the inside and the outside. So if I take my quad here, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to foam roll here in the middle. I'm going to foam roll here in the inside. I'm going to foam roll there in the outside. Okay, so I'm starting just above that knee and I'm working all the way up to the top here. Same thing on the inside, same thing on the outside. Okay, you'll see in the video here on this next part, as I start to massage in these areas, then I'm going to start to basically do leg curls, okay? And so you'll see, basically we're going to take about a minute or so foam rolling the actual leg, and then we'll do about 10 of those little leg curls, and you'll see in this next segment here. From there, we'll move on from the middle, we'll do the same thing on the inside, we'll do the same thing on the outside, okay? And so I'm setting up in this plank position here, and if I'm setting up in the middle, basically gonna look just like this here. And so like I said, we're working back and forth, massaging, and then from there we're going into the leg curls. All right, so once you finish up both sides there of the glutes, we'll just roll right off the glute into the hamstring here next. So right underneath that butt cheek, and then I'm literally just massaging left and right, left and right. I'm gonna work all the way down until I get just above that knee, and then I'll work all the way back up. So spend about 2 or 3 minutes on each hamstring. All right, from there we're going to the psoas. So I'm gonna find my belly button. I'm gonna go 1 inch to the right, 1 inch down from my belly button, taking my Supernova, or that softball, setting it there. And then from there, I'm gonna slowly lay myself down onto the ball. And I'm gonna let that ball kind of sink into my stomach. Just breathing through this. So spend about a minute just letting that sink in. And then from there, watch my right leg here. So I'm on my right side, my belly button. Remember, I'm gonna start to raise up in my chest. I'll go up and down, breathing through a few of these. Once that feels warm, I'm gonna bring that same side leg and extend it up. So my chest is up, extending my leg, whoo. And that is just a psoas release here that really opens up, helps to open up your hip flexors. So both sides, 2 to 3 minutes on both sides. Enjoy that one. All right guys, next up, we got the lower back. So I'm taking the softball size ball there, going to the left side of the spine. Okay, so basically just above that little glute, it's just above that butt cheek, going right to that lower back. So basically gonna lay to the ground first, and then I'm gonna find that spot, and then I'm really just gonna sit there. I'm gonna let that ball sink into my lower back. Again, just breathing through this. The psoas and the lower back are extremely important to just make sure you're breathing through. Okay? Just breathing through that. And then from there, I can kind of start to work side to side. So again, you're gonna spend about 2 to 3 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes on both sides of that lower back. All right guys, next up, we're going foam rollers, so we're going upper back, okay? So I'm gonna take that foam roller, putting it across my back right there in the middle, laying myself down, taking my hands, putting them behind my neck, and then just really pulling those shoulder blades back, those elbows back, and just really, as you roll back and forth there, think about trying to open up that lower, or that, try to think about opening up your upper back. You can drop your butt, kind of go into that extension. So again, just breathing through this. Psoas, lower back, upper back, gotta breathe through all that as much as possible. You're not gonna wanna breathe, naturally, but definitely breathe, okay? Again, spend about 2 or 3 minutes or so going up and down there, just working through that tightness through your upper back. All right guys, next up, going up to the upper body, okay? So I'm gonna work into the pec here first. All right, so I'm gonna take that softball sized ball, putting it right in here into the pec, between that pec and that shoulder, okay? That pec and that deltoid, and then from there, going up against the wall here, okay? Before I do that though, take your arm, you're going behind the back, okay? You're going up against the wall, and then from there, I just wanna keep my weight up against the wall here, and just let that ball kind of sink in. Once you've been there for about 30 seconds or so, then you're gonna just start, you can roll sideways. And you can just kind of massage that pec and delt. You can do circles left and right. So you're gonna spend about 2 to 3 minutes on both sides. And then from there, we're gonna go to the lats here next. So this is your positioning. We're gonna be rolling side to side all the way down this lat here and then back up. Okay? I'm gonna place the ball here against the wall. And then I'm just smashing side to side. So if I help you all know if you can actually see me here. So I'm smashing side to side. I'm just working all the way down that lat. So spend about 2 to 3 minutes on each side with that. If there's any tight areas, you can basically take your arm through this internal and external rotation, like I'm doing that. Kind of the same thing that we're doing when we do the leg curl or the ankle curl there. All right, next up, we are going to the deltoid. So we're gonna put our arm in this 99-degree position, and we're working here at the deltoid. We're gonna be smashing side to side, working our way all the way down to about right here. So basically just smashing out that whole deltoid here. So I'm here, and I'm just smashing side to side, going all the way from the front to the back, nice and slow. Again, if you're feeling any knotted up areas, what you can do after you've massaged here, so massage for about a minute or so, and then from there, like right here, there's a pretty tight little knot, so I'm gonna take my arm and rotate, and then extend. So you can work through really just kind of trying to break those knots up. So you can spend about 2 to 3 minutes on the deltoids there. And then last up here, going to the traps. So the setup here on the traps is going to be right here. And I work into my traps and then into my neck here as well. So setting up here. Position the ball right there on that trap. And then from there, I'm just smashing side to side. If you're somebody that sits at a computer a lot, on the computer a lot, sitting down a lot, this is a phenomenal one for you. Really, all this stuff's phenomenal for you, but especially this one. And as you can see, I'm just slowly kind of starting to work into my neck. After a long day, stressful day, if you feel like you have a lot of tension up there in that neck, shoulder area. Ooh, yeah. This one feels amazing. And again, you can come here, you can break it up, right? You can kind of work through different positions here.